So there we go. Crystal Palace 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0 in the Premier League. And wow, like, I mean, the narrative to come out of it's about the referee, isn't it? Tom Kirk just makes it all about himself. Horrendous officiating again. How many times are we going to say it this season? But before I get on to that, the starting team I was fairly happy with. I don't get why Chichua keeps starting. He was okay today, but he had his odd shaky moments. I think I personally would have started Andre, João Gomez and Mane as a midfield three, but I don't mind Bellegarde playing because I thought he played well against Arsenal and he actually had a really good game today, Bellegarde. So I didn't mind that. Tolu and Armstrong up front and the rest is decent. And we were the better team first half. I thought we edged it. They had a good chance. Mosquera made a big mistake. Bag pass back and they should have scored. Pino, I believe it was. Hit it over. They hit the post as well. So, you know, arguably they could have scored as well. But we had a few chances. But the big one was obviously the penalty. But before I get onto the penalty, Hughes for Crystal Palace, Will Hughes, got booked. And then literally a minute or two later, does a tackle on Mosquera, which should have been a second yellow. Tom Kirk, the referee, absolutely bottles it. Keep that in mind for what's coming up. And then we get the penalty, and I believe it's Wharton, just hacks down Matheus Mane. He denies a goal-scoring opportunity, in my opinion. Tom Kirk bottles it, gives a yellow card. It should have been a red card, in my opinion. But there we go. We get the penalty, and Tolu steps up, and I think I saw somewhere someone put a record of his penalties. He's missed 5 out of 10 penalties. I believe that was a record somewhere. I could be wrong. But he never looked confident. He shouldn't have took it. I personally would have probably give it to Mane because he got the penalty. Or Ladislav Krejci, who's a penalty specialist. Got 13 penalty goals for previous clubs over the last few years. But no, Tolu takes it. Poor penalty, bottom right. Weak as piss. And an easy save for Henderson. And yeah, he never looked like scoring. He had a really poor game today, Tolu. He looked like a big donkey up there, didn't he? He looked like Cole Court from Wish today. That's probably offensive to Cole Court because at least, you know, he got like 30-odd goals in 90 games for Wolves. So that's probably offensive to him. But yeah, terrible performance. Anyway, yeah, so we're going. We should be going in 1-0 at half-time. We should. We deserve to be in the lead, in my opinion. We certainly had more shots throughout the game. Palace had more of the ball, didn't do too much with it, really. But yeah, second half, very uneventful in the early stages. But then Krejci gets a yellow, which the first one for me was a soft yellow, and the referee did like this really dramatic build-up. Tom Kirk, the referee, waited for Krejci to get up because they were both down hurt, and like did a really put a real performance on. Just annoys me when referees make the game about themselves. A sign of a good referee is when you don't notice he's there. And all I can think about is that idiot today. He was horrendous. He's a fairly new Premier League referee, and it shows. It shows that he's new because he's a clueless referee. And then, of course, the ball's down our left-hand side. Krejci's going down there. He keeps it in. It looks like he keeps it in. I think he has. They do blow for a throw-in, but he literally a split second later, he turns around, clears it down the line. Referee runs over, second yellow for kicking the ball away. I don't even think it went out. So if I don't think it went out watching the telly, Krejci didn't think it went out. And this is what annoys me with referees, right? Because they just have the rule book in their head. They don't use their common sense and think what's going on the pitch. Look, by the letter of the law, if the ball stayed in, he did kick it away, it probably is a yellow. But the bloke don't know it's gone out. He don't think it's gone out. He's not trying to waste time. It's 0-0 and we're on top at that point. So just use your brain. It's one of the worst decisions I've seen. And to rub salt in the wounds, he gives that second yellow, sends Krejci off. Well, that's game over for us then. Then you think back to the Hughes one, where he should have had 2 yellows and they pulled him off at half-time. Glasner pulled him off because he knew he should have been sent off for 2 yellows. And I've already mentioned the Wharton one, and the penalty should have been a red. So the referee screwed us today. Obviously, we should have gone 1-0 up through Tolu, but the referee made sure we had no chance of getting anything. And then it's just try and hold out, isn't it? We bring Muller-Wolf on for Armstrong. Tolu up there on his own did nothing. Like I say, donkey today. And we try and hold out, but a person we tried to sign in the summer who we was interested in, Evan Gesson, who's obviously come from Villa to Palace, gets the winner. It was coming. There was 8 minutes added on, and we were like backs against the walls. We tried to attack. I thought Mane was pretty decent today. He tried to make things happen. I thought Andre had a good game for us, but Yeah, I don't really want to praise anyone else anymore. I'd probably shout out for Bellegarde, Andre, maybe Santi as our better players today. I don't want to give any of them man of the match, but don't particularly want to go too much in on Rob. I thought the starting team was relatively okay, apart from Chachua, as I mentioned. And yeah, he brought on a few subs after the red happened, but what can you do at that point? But there we go. Finishes 1-0. No opportunity to get past that Derby record. A draw would have equalled it. A win would have took us past it. And we go again. But the whole narrative of today's game is about Tom Kirk, the woeful referee. And that's what will be the story out of this game. Crystal Palace hadn't won a game at home since November the 1st, I believe it was. But Wolves are a charity these days. If you've got a record you want to get over, just play Wolves and they'll sort you out. And we did. So Palace get a home win for the first time in forever. Strand Larson was very quiet. He had one shot, Mosquera blocked, but very quiet performance from him. So there we go, we kept him quiet, so no goal. Usually ex-players always score against us, but comment your thoughts down below. Please like the video if you want to. You probably don't want to, do you, today? It's a bit crap. And please subscribe. I do appreciate it, and I'll try and keep the videos coming as hard as it is at the moment. Cheers, everyone. Try and enjoy the rest of your weekend, and don't let this football club keep ruining your weekends. Cheers.